This is not another boring podcast. Mustafa through the police body cams. Judge Carol Weimer under the microscope. We have Mustafa joining this podcast from solitary confinement, Prince William County Adult Detention Center. Mustafa, hello.
Hello.
Mustafa, thank you for being on this podcast. It's beautiful having you here. There's a lot to talk about. There is a lot to talk about. How was your day?
Today was a really good day. Today was very good. Like the shift today is different than the shift tomorrow. The shift that works on Monday and Tuesday, they work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So tomorrow, Officer Zachary Boone is coming back to work alongside with the Sergeant Anthony Thompson, First Sergeant James Foster, Sergeant George Lewis, Sergeant Donald Hargrove, under Lieutenant Daly's shift. So that's a whole different shift that I have to deal with.
The A-team.
Where, when they come as a pack, it's almost like
the whole package comes in. It's like a package. Well, we definitely, Mustafa, I definitely have a package for them. I have a whole entire program where profiles are going to be going up on the internet. Pictures of their pictures is going to go up on the internet. Their home address is going to go on the internet. The gym that they go to is going to go on the internet. Their whole entire family is going to be on the internet. Now, I'm here for it. Now, may I remind them, they are public officials. Nothing is private. They're not private citizens. We pay for their salary. When they work in our county jail, there has to be transparency. And what that means, anything they do behind those closed doors is going to be aired out to the community. And we're going to identify those culprits, their pictures, their house address. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have a full profile. And the next time, they're going to think twice before they have any misconduct behind those walls when they're abusing individuals that, may I remind them, are pre-trial detainees. What that means is individuals that have not had their day in court. In our county jail, we have individuals that are innocent. You are innocent until proven guilty. They're not the judge. They can't be the judge. They can't take away your day in court. They're abusing inmates. They're playing around with inmates. And they think no one sees it. Well, we see it. And we're going to let the community see it. And the next time they're at Starbucks, the next time they're at 7-Eleven, the next time they're at Walmart, the person behind the register is going to say, "Hey, weren't you on this podcast? Didn't I see you did this to this inmate? Can you be less of a piece of shit?" I think that's fair. And they're public officials. Therefore, they are not private citizens, so all their information is going on the internet. So I definitely do have a package for them. I have a whole entire program for those correctional officers. And look, whether you like it, Mustafa, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't give a fuck what you think. Whether you tell me, Amar, don't do it, Amar, do it, don't. I don't give a fuck what you think. At this point, you're fucking with my little brother. And I'm here. And I'm here for it. And I promise you, this is the year for exposure. And I'm going to make sure I'm going to be, by the way, I'm really good at what I do. When it comes to profile and building profiles, look me up. You might want to, by the way, since the jail lawyer, Pandak, has local FBIs on her payroll, she might want to look up my profile. And maybe they'll tell her a thing or two. God help you. These correctional officers, God help them. I am really good at what I do. And I'm going to make sure this community gets to know what goes on in our county jail. I mean, the last time I checked, the mission statement in our county jail is to make sure our inmates are kept safe until they get to their day in court. Pre-trial detainees, individuals that have not had their day in court. Isn't that the mission statement for our county jail? I mean, last time I checked, they're nothing more than glorified babysitters. And all we're asking for them to do their goddamn job. That's not too much to ask.
You know, their job is security. Their job is to escort you from your cell from point A to point B. We get no recreation. We have these tyrant, sadistic individuals to do cruel, to treat us with cruel and unusual type of treatment that I've never seen in my life. For example, I have PTSD from just simple like toilet paper. Asking for toilet paper. There are times where they tell me just use your hands. What is that supposed to mean? Just use your hands. I'm very clean. I'm a clean person. When it comes down to basic hygiene, human rights, we have that right. We have the right to breathe. We have the right to recreation. We're not allowed to go to recreation. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, locked up in a small cell, a white cell, and with nothing to do. They just want you to mentally be unstable. But due to my faith, I pray every day. My faith is strong, and I'm patient, and I'm learning how to be even more patient. Now you have an officer like Officer Zachary Boone, who utilizes this power that they give him. They give him a body camera where he turns it on whenever he feels like it. He antagonizes me, throws my lunch bag on the floor, so I'm a dog. I have to get up and grab my food off of the floor. Just like how they took my prayer rug, kicked my Quran, and put toilet water all over my Quran. That's unacceptable. And we're talking about this officer, Zachary Boone. I know he has personal hate in his heart for me. And all I can think of is discrimination. I think he's discriminating against me because of my religion. Because I'm a faithful man. I pray in a filthy cell with urine, feces, and blood, and turn off my water. I'm still going to pray. I pray in my head. God knows it's all about intentions. My intention is pure. When you have an officer like Officer Zachary Boone, what he does, Officer Zachary Boone, what he does is antagonize me, have other inmates call me a child molester, baby killer, and then turns on the body camera. He's like, look at him. He's waiting for a reaction. He wants to demonize me and turning me into this monster. And he's like, look at his attitude. Look at his attitude. This is the kind of person they want to recharacterize my character. They want to diminish my personality by putting me in a cell 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 2 years. Do you know the kind of mental, psychological stress a human being would go through by not having any human contact? It's detrimental, irreversible stress that cannot be reversed. Well, you have the...
You have 1 minute remaining.
Mustafa, you've got 1 minute. When you come back, there's a lot of people that are here that wants to say hello to you. Christine, Maha, hello. Shelly is here. Dr. Talar is here.
Hello, everyone.
Laurie is on YouTube. I want to remind everybody that we are on YouTube. It's a podcast that we go on every day under Not Another Boring Podcast. If you're going to join, hit the like button. Go on there. It helps the algorithm. Support the channel. There's a button on there where you can donate directly into the channel, and that's going to help the podcast and the platform. I love you, Mustafa.
There's no more money on the phone. There's no money on the phone.
Okay. We're going to take a break so I can add money to the phone really quick. Mustafa, in the meantime, call mom's phone, call Mo's phone until I figure this out, okay?
Okay.
You guys must have spent a lot of money just on phone calls.
Thank you for using Global
It's
Telly.
$50, Christina, it's $50 every 3 days. It's ridiculous. They take all that money, and they still barely give him the phone. I'm gonna take a break to go figure out the phone. Christina, Maha, Shelly, Missy, everybody. I love you guys. Becky, I will be back. We're gonna take a break, and in the meantime, while we take a break, we're gonna listen to the song, the beautiful, beautiful song that Missy dedicated and made for Mustafa.
2 years in a cell, no trial, no voice. Truth buried deep, but we ain't got no choice. They tried to erase it, break them apart, but we scream free Mustafa. From the soul, from the heart. They falsified the paper, twisted every word, turned the car crash to murder, like justice never heard. Dorothy and Empress, angels in the sky. Now they blame a broken man while the real ones lie. A badge and a pen, that's all it took. Signed his fate with a false report and a dirty look. Justice corrupted, drowning in pain. From the cell block to the street, we'll never stop till the walls fall down and the charges drop. Free Mustafa, it's more than a name, it's a movement, a mission, exposing the game to Trump and Cash. Hear our cry, bring the truth to light, let the innocent fly. Amy Ashworth, playing judge and the jury in a county so dirty, soaked in fury. Police and the courts all in on the plot. They framed an innocent man and left his soul to rot. But his family's out marching, banners held high, while supporters flood timelines, refusing to lie. They want silence, we give them the storm. Truth blazing through like justice reborn. Every post, every chant, every sleepless night is a spark in the dark that's ready to ignite. This ain't just a song, it's a battle cry for every soul locked up while the guilty lie. We free Mustafa, loud through the chains. Justice corrupted, drowning in pain. From the cell block to the street, we'll never stop till the walls fall down and the charges drop. Free Mustafa, it's more than a name, it's a movement, a mission, exposing the game to Trump and Cash. Hear our cry, bring the truth to light, let the innocent fly. 2 years too long, time to rise above. Truth is power when fueled by love. So we'll march, we'll fight, we'll never let go until Mustafa walks free and the whole world knows. In a cell, no trial, no voice. Truth buried deep, but we ain't got no choice. They try.
Okay, we are back. This is not another boring podcast. Mustafa through the police body cam. Judge Carol Weimer under the microscope. We have Mustafa from solitary confinement in our Prince William County Adult Detention Center here in Virginia. Mustafa, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
We have everybody here. Christina, Maha, Shelly, Missy.
Give me a moment, okay?
Sounds good. Mary Jo just joined the chat, and God help this county when Mary Jo joins the chat. Mary Jo, how are you, ma'am? Gonna bring you up.
Hello.
Abdul Khan, thank you for joining the chat, sir. God bless you. Thank you for the prayers. Lori, thank you for being here. Mary Jo, how are you, ma'am?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing the best I can.
I hear you, buddy. Hey,
ma'am.
everybody else.
We have a lot to talk about. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to cover everything that I want to go over, but we're going to do our best. We're waiting for Mustafa. You sound like a busy man in solitary confinement. I love you, man. Love you. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to shut up and have everybody talk to you. Mary Jo is here, Missy, Shelly, Maha, and Christina. And if anybody else wants to join, please send me a request. I'll bring you in the box, and you guys can talk to Mustafa. Mustafa, the floor is yours.
Okay. Hello everyone. How's it going?
Hello, Mustafa.
Hey, Mary Jo, Missy,
Hey,
Shelly.
Mustafa. Hope you're doing well.
Hello.
Your family loves you. The love for you that your family has for you is deep. They're out here fighting every day.
I really appreciate that. There's a lot going on here. It's just like there are certain officers that if they're not accountable for what they're doing, they just keep doing it, and it keeps repeating. They've been doing this for decades, and I just happen to land here in their arms. Like they take advantage of this power that's unbalanced. So, and who's giving them authority? It's their higher-ranking officers that's empowered by a higher entity. That so far we don't understand why they're labeling me as a murderer. I get into a car accident. I have a camera in my car. This is a camera that I purchased, which is mine. I paid $400+ from. I purchased this camera from Best Buy, and I installed it in my vehicle. It has 4K video and crystal clear audio inside and outside. Why is my camera cut, missing frames? The police failed miserably when they tampered with my camera. They yanked the wire, which I can speculate.
Specifically, there are 17 missing frames from the view inside the vehicle. 17 missing view. I counted frame by frame. There are 17 missing views. And this is clear indication that the police department cut this dash camera.
This corruption comes from they ransacked my house.
Christina, hello. Mustafa, Christina, your ex-girlfriend is here. Huh?
Hey, Christina.
You still want me to come by?
I would love for you to stop by. Mustafa's on the phone. I would love for you to stop by.
Okay.
Mustafa's on the phone. Christina, Mustafa's on the phone. He can hear you.
Hey, Christina.
Mustafa, how
Can
are
you hear
you?
me? I can't hear you.
Let me put the phone closer. I'm like building a permit here. Okay, what about now?
Hello? I can't hear anything.
Wait, hang on. I'm fixing it. Christina, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I hear you.
All right, Mustafa, can you hear Christina?
Yeah, I can hear her. Hey, Christina. Can she hear me?
She should. Christina, can you hear Mustafa?
Yeah, I hear Mustafa. Yeah, I hear him.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
I'm coming towards Stafford, but are you home?
Mustafa, the Moldovan is coming out. I hear you.
Are you home?
Yes, he's home,
Amma?
Christina.
Yes.
Yes, he's home.
Yes, I'm home.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait for Maha and Christina to get on the podcast. I can't wait.
Oh, speaking of
I
podcasts,
support it. Huh?
Mustafa, speaking of podcasts, I wanted to thank Bustos. She got us a $2,000 equipment to upgrade our whole entire equipment, and we're gonna unbox it in a little bit. This is a box. This is half the package. Tomorrow is the rest of the package. But this is, you talk about an equipment, a podcast that's gonna go viral. This is it. Bustos, I love you, man. Thank you for being there.
You know, this is a miracle of its own because the media would not cover this story.
Thank you, Boosters.
And they
That's
want
awesome.
to put it, like, they want to hush it up. Now, Bustos come out of nowhere and puts this investment so that we can have transparency. And without the clear audio of us speaking and communicating and bringing awareness to the issues here, this is not about me. This is a movement. There's a lot of folks out here that have no voice. And thanks to Bustos, she's bringing the audio out. We don't need a lip reader. We don't need someone to articulate what happened. We have the evidence, and we have it in clear footage of the misconduct by these state authorities that have committed murder and attempted murder, and we need to hold them accountable.
You know, Mustafa, I'll tell you something that's really interesting. Body cams are all over the internet, and what we see on these body cams is we find out that the wife of the investigator is sitting there on three-way with the investigator, with Robert Drum. Stephanie Claiborne Drum is on three-way. Now, Stephanie Claiborne Drum does not work for the police department. And now, what we're finding out is that the wife of the investigator has been here all along under user Kate0707. Now she says she wants to tell everybody it's not me. Well, prove me wrong. Because I have your voice. What am I supposed to think? What is this community supposed to think when all of a sudden your voice is on a body cam? Prove us wrong. Turn on your camera and come out. And the truth is, the matter of the fact is, even if you are the wife of the investigator, in the beginning, you didn't know what's what. You have individuals that entered this case that fabricated probable cause, fabricated lies. The ex-boyfriend, the 16-year-old daughter, lied about Mustafa. Well, now we have the body cams, and they tell you we lied. They say we were not there, we didn't see anything, and each one of them, when we play out the evidence, have a motive. So if you're the wife of the investigator, if I was you, I would be fooled too. But it's been 2 years. It has been 2 years. Look at the mountain of evidence that we have on the table. Walk with us, evidence by evidence, and tell me that this is not a vehicle accident. Now, if you were fooled, we forgive you. We're not interested in a fucking lawsuit. We don't care about going after your husband that falsified the police report. We don't even give a fuck about the correctional officer that beat and abused Mustafa. We just want my brother home. We don't care, man. We don't care. The truth of the matter is, this is a vehicle accident. Every piece of evidence shows that this is a vehicle accident. Now, if you were misled in the beginning, I understand. And I'm talking to Kate. I'm talking to Kate. And I flat out tell her, through this platform, whatever, when we talk, I tell her, I don't care if you're the wife of the investigator. If you were misled, I understand. But it's been 2 years. You have a tragedy here.
They don't care, but the community cares. I care.
Shelly, we have a tragedy here. Mustafa lost his own goddamn family. You're talking about his girlfriend. You're talking about the 5-year-old baby that he took in when her own father wasn't there. Dorothy and 5-year-old Empress and the kids were living in a fucking van. He took them in and built a life. And unfortunately, there was a vehicle accident. That individual came in, lied, and look at where we're at right now. But God is also there, and He's bringing forward the truth. There is evidence that you cannot deny. Now, whether you're Kate, whether you're wife of the investigator, it doesn't matter, because frankly, what I'm getting ready to do, and I'll be honest with everybody. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. The wife of the investigator lives right here in our county. All of these equipment are mobile. And unfortunately for her, in this country, we have something called the First Amendment. That I can sit there on public property in front of her house and I can peacefully protest in front of her house. In front of this investigator. In front of this investigator's house. I can hold an actual podcast in front of his house. Now, why am I doing that? Because when I opened the discovery, in the discovery, the supplement report says that Robert Drum could not hear the audio. That's interesting. Internal Affairs runs an investigation, and they put in a supplement report that says we could not hear the audio. Well, that's interesting because I supplied the police department with the audio of the conversation between Mustafa and the investigator. And it's crystal clear. This investigator falsified the police report. He said that Mustafa told him I was arguing inside the vehicle. That is not true. That is not true. Mustafa never said that. Now, why did this investigator lie? Why? That's a good question. He was under the impression that Mustafa was guilty. So he took it upon himself, falsified the police report. I have evidence that the kids have been weaponized by Glenn Ford, the 16-year-old daughter. They have a connection with a club owner that has a problem with Mustafa a month before Mustafa met Dorothy, his girlfriend. I have evidence. You cannot deny this evidence. Now, if I was the investigator, maybe I would have been a piece of shit too, and I would have falsified the police report. But it's been 2 goddamn years. There is a home Google Nest video inside the apartment that shows before the police made contact with the kids, before the ex-boyfriend, the neighbor made contact with the kids, those kids loved Mustafa. And the kids themselves are saying now that the police lied to them. I have the forensic interview, and listen to what the kids say in the forensic interview. What we're going to do, we're going to be engaging in a whole lot of activities within the law. We're going to be conducting peaceful protest. What's wrong with camping in front of the investigator's house? Does that not fall under my First Amendment? Yes, it does. I'm here to tell you, yes, it does. There's a sidewalk somewhere, and I can be on a megaphone within a specific hertz. I have the measuring tool. So I'm operating within the law. All I want is to have the investigator hear the audio. He said he couldn't hear the audio. The supplement report in the file, it says he couldn't hear the audio. Well, I'm here to let him and his wife hear the audio. Kate 0707. I'm just around the corner, ma'am. And if you're not the wife of the investigator, then goddamn turn on your camera. And maybe you want to meet me in front of the investigator's house. You are invested in this case. You've been on this case for over 1.5 years, trolling the conversation. I hope that you wake up and look at the body cam, look at the discovery. And if it's a situation that you're protecting your husband because he already falsified the police report, I'm here to tell you, I forgive you. I forgive you and your husband. And I don't want to come after you or your husband. Legally, I don't want to. I want my goddamn brother to come back so he can sell his $5 heat warmers. Can we get back to our normal life? I mean, we know that Mustafa will never get back to a normal life. He lost his family. Your county jail beat him in jail. Jail officer beat and abused him. Slowly deteriorate in our county jail. I mean, you know he's not going to have a normal life. We want to get back to what is somewhat of a normal life.
مصطفى بعد عنك.
Mustafa, I love you, man. I love you. I love
يلا
you.
بصي احكي إذا عندك عموري طيب.
Mom is on the phone. Hello, mother.
Hello everybody. Hello. Hello everybody. Miss you guys. Hi mama. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the truth. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you.
You know, Mama, I just want
خلي
to say,
مستيف يا حبيبي احكي.
I heard the video of my mom saying, we have the evidence, and she's screaming, we have them. This is the truth. If right now we're talking right now about, let's say we're having this podcast right here, right now we're having this conference discussion, and the discovery is sealed. We would have no basis to talk about anything. It would just be our word against the government. Now the government, that jar, that seal is broken. everyone gets to see real facts behind every single topic that we're talking about. Everything we're discussing here has camera footage. Those officers that ran into my cell, there's the camera footage. Not what they told me here. Sergeant Sayed Nakbi, when he was doing the hearing, he said if you fart here, no one is going to hear it. No one's going to hear it. Nothing. Nothing in this jail goes out. Period. We're talking about the camera footage that came out. That camera is that big black ball camera in the middle of the pod. This camera, you will never, no matter what you do, you can freedom of information, FOIA request it, no matter what you do. Pray 1,000,000 times a day, nothing is going to come out. This camera is sealed. Look at it now. God intervened and God released that camera. They ran into my cell like giant pit bulls. These are like aggressive, and they were punching indiscriminately. And at that moment, they attacked me viciously. I'm talking about I got my life back from the car accident, and then a month later, on May 24th, 2023, they attempted to murder me and abuse me like beyond abuse. And now I get to tell you my story, and we can back it up with the footage. And when we talk about any particular evidence from my case, we have the body cameras, we have the discovery. So what my brother is talking about here, the investigator's wife, she's fully invested in this case because she has been involved from the beginning. She does not work for the police department. There's a body camera with herself, Robert Drum, talking to a fake witness, Amy Hodson. Amy Hodson is concealing her identity, coming out as Christine Al-Khazai. She's writing me letters here as my advocate, trying to retrieve information so she can feed it to Kylie Clem that she wanted him to kill me and make it look like self-defense, make it look like an accident. They've been conspiring to kill me while I'm sitting there making grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm making food for the kids. I care about these kids' feelings. These are children that I truly, truly care about. While their fathers, because they have different dads, they're out there doing I don't know what. These children, when I first met them, they were sleeping in a van outside of a Motel 6, freezing, not having enough money to pay for a hotel room. And I took it upon myself, because I love Dorothy, to take care of children that are not mine. And I care about their feelings. I care about their comfort. I care about their protection. I made sure they were guided properly. I was more than a father figure. I was more of like a friend and a father figure where they can confide in. And whenever it's late at night and the oldest son wants to walk the dog outside, they want me with them. They want me with them wherever they go. They want to go with me. I'm like, I have to take care of business. I got to make money. On the day of the accident, there's